How's everybody doing on this beautiful morning, evening, or what's the middle day? Today I'm bringing y'all a nice video on why I believe wind energy is the best source of energy. You may be asking yourself, what makes wind energy so different from other sources of energy around the world? Well, one thing is quite clear. Wind energy needs wind to produce the energy. So unlike a fan, which uses electricity to make wind, or the wind that blows into the turbines of the big old turbine, the things, the turbines. I'll put one on screen right now. It spins a shaft, it was connected to a generator, and you guess it, producing electricity. So think about that. So a thing, wind, kinetic energy, blowing into a turbine, spinning the blades on the turbine, the big old turbine, connected to a generator, producing electricity or mechanical power, which is another source of power, and yeah. You may be asking yourself, what are some of the benefits of wind power? Well, one thing is very clear to us, is wind power does not pollute the air like power plants that rely on combustion fossil fuels, for example, coal and natural gas. Wind power doesn't burn anything into the air. You be seeing the power plants, like nasty stuff coming out of their tops and stuff. So we know that it doesn't burn anything into the air, meaning another benefit is no acid rain is possible if we use just wind. If you don't know what acid rain is, some nasty rain that no one wants, because acid rain, that sounds horrible. Like, acid rain, no one wants that, it's another benefit of having wind turbines. No acid rain if there's no horrible stuff in our air. Another benefit of having wind energy is, well, the price, You want to have some fat pockets filled with cash, Well, let me tell you something. You ain't got to spend the average, I say average, throughout the United States, 12 cents per kilowatt hour. With wind energy, cut that price in half, coming in at only 6 cents per kilowatt hour. Think about how much money you can save, bro. Like, I can go buy some Cheetos with that extra money. One last benefit from wind energy itself is gonna be its availability in the future. When you think about it, wind energy right now at the moment is kind of, meh. But give it some time, in the future it's gonna expand like any other energy source. One day we're not gonna want to dig underground for fossil fuels and stuff like that. That's gonna stay down there forever, and no one's gonna want that. We're gonna have to come up with other things. For example, wind. Building more wind turbines in more areas means more power. And one thing is clear to us, that wind is never gonna go away. It's renewable. It's always gonna be here, no matter what. Unless like something happens to the earth, which we die or something. But wind's always gonna be on the planet, And so that's one last benefit of wind energy. You also may be asking yourself, because you like to ask questions and stuff, how does wind energy affect the economy? Well, let me tell you something. It benefits the economy in many ways. One thing is for sure, wind energy creates jobs. You might be asking yourself, how does wind energy create jobs? One of the main jobs that you can be part of is a wind turbine technician. That sounds kind of scary, but when you think about it, it's kind of fun. Let me read this to you. Run energy and accelerate your wind career. Wind turbine experience extremely desirable. You need some wind turbine experience, But it's good. It's a job, which is great, because it's affecting the economy positively, giving you a job, or anybody a job. There's many other jobs. For example, you can operate as a plant technician, starting at a good price. You can get paid good for all this stuff. You may have not known that, meaning it's good for the economy. You may be asking yourself, wind power isn't that great, aren't you actually telling yourself wind power isn't that great? You may be thinking like, dang, what's to come with this wind power in the future? Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Wind power is gonna be everywhere, or wind turbines are gonna be everywhere. People, or I should say engineers, have already started developing and coming up with the idea of wind turbines in the air. You may be telling yourself, oh, that's crazy, that's never gonna happen. Well, let me tell you what, we already have wind turbines in water. If you didn't know, I'll put an image on screen right now. Bam, right there. You know, look at that. That's wind on water. Think about that. The future. And also, if we have more wind turbines everywhere producing electricity, think about the price. Because since we're gonna have so much power, think about the price. From the 6 cents we're at right now, it's probably gonna drop to 3. You never know. If we get this up, we're gonna have a cleaner planet as well. Cause as I already mentioned, wind power is clean, very clean, and you already know the deal. Very clean wind. One last thing I want to cover before I end this video off is, how does agriculture itself benefit from wind energy? Well, one thing is certain. Wind and the spinning of a wind turbine that mixes up the air. And we know one thing we know is that slow wind speeds affects the temperature around the crops themselves. So this means that nights may be warmer and it makes days cooler. So this helps crops, for example, corn and soy. So this prevents frosty nights and less sweltering days that could stress plants, you know. That's it. Alright, so this is my signing out, to you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the Fortnite gameplay in the background. I should have mentioned this before. I'm not sure if you're gonna make it all the way to the end, but as usual, it's your boy Big Slick Rick out. But before I leave, wind energy is better than any other energy source, because it just is. There's always gonna be wind, because one day there might be no more water. But one thing's for certain, wind is always gonna be a thing because of the moon. Thank y'all. Peace out. I'll see y'all later. Bam.